Alright guys, welcome to 4.6 Savage. Now here is the damage after I pulled the body panels off. As you can see, it's bent this all up. And it's bent down here, it's buckled right here. But to be honest, it's just looking like this front frame right here is fine. And behind the shock towers is going to be okay. I'm hoping it is. But it screwed up the bumper. Now this was my mount for my splitter, which mounted straight up into the frame. As you can see, it mangled it. And it got over here pretty good. It got my horn. It really took her toll out on her. But all in all, everything is, aside from the power steering pump and my poly frame bushings right there, which it moved and broke, everything else looks fine, you know. But I busted a poly bushing on the rear control arms right back there. Now that's probably an easy fix, and I was going to replace them anyway. I want spherical ends, so I'll go with that. Anyway, so here's the deal with it. Right now, she's been set aside. I got myself a new daily. I got me a 96 Camry, and I'm currently doing things to get it roadworthy, and then all my attention is going to go back on Rose. What's going to happen with Rose is, instead of putting her on the road right away, I'm going to go ahead and do a performance build. I know for sure that I am putting a 3200 stall converter in there. Now, I've been debating. I have the engine out. I may go ahead and do my 12-to-1 compression build. Yes, you heard that. I'm going NA on a 4.6. Now, what this entails is I'm going to bore it like 20 over. I'm going to put flat top pistons in it, valve reliefs. I'm going to have stage 2 to stage 3 cams. I'm not sure yet. And I'm going to be running around 300 wheel horsepower to 350 wheel horsepower by the time I'm done. With that said, it's also going to be expensive. That's like $2,000 just for the rotating assembly. After I fix this frame, it's getting subframes, it's getting a tube K member, it's probably getting coilovers, and I may end up going a tubular subframe, which is going to cost me a lot of money. I'm not sure which route I'm going to go. First, I'm going to see how much it's going to cost me to get a new stock subframe and have them put that in. But I need all new nose panel. I need new hood latch. I need new bumper. But I found out my bumper cover is salvageable. And I found out this fender here is probably salvageable too. The hood is gone. So I might be upgrading hoods too. I'm not sure. I'm thinking Cobra R or at least a Cal. I'm not sure yet. Now, the headlights, I'm going to go back to what I had before. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put single halos back on it. Because, you know, those do look pretty good. And if I do end up getting a roller, it may not be painted white as soon as I get it, but it will be painted white sometime, and it will be painted this crystal white. Because, let's all admit, if it's not white, it's not White Rose. Now, that being said, she's going to be down for a long while. I will admit that. I'm going to take my time, I'm going to do everything right, I'm going to build it up. And then when I get around to it, I might stay. If I do the 12-to-1 compression build, I may just leave it at that and stay at that horsepower, because that will be plenty. The red line will be like 8,000 RPM. I mean, it's going to have to be dyno tuned, you know. I'll get my numbers, I'll post them on here. I'll do little tidbits for y'all, but all in all, that's enough for a daily driver. I mean, that's what the new Mustangs are pushing out. 350 at the wheels. They're making what, 450 nowadays? And that's at the crank. So depending what transmission you have, you could be making around 375 to 350, you know. But the 410s are really going to help me. That's why I went 410s, because you have to... 410s are for anything that has an A build on it, because it makes the motor rev so high, so quickly, I should add. And I'm going to do that. All in all, I found out that other than the power steering lines, no lines got busted, so I was good there. What I'm going to end up also doing is, even if I don't do the NA build, I'm probably going to go ahead and end up doing it anyway. I'm going to pull my gas tank, put a new pump in it, and probably rerun lines with bigger lines, because I just need the flow if I do decide to do it. Also, my cold air intake, it is only the plate that is mangled up. The cold air intake itself is fine, so I'm going to be able to reuse that, and I can probably make myself a new plate. A lot of stuff I can make on my own, you know, but I need the body shop to do welding and stuff for me. But all in all, she's been sitting out in the rain last night, but all in all, it's not that bad, you know. Once I get the battery pulled and the engine pulled, I'll take it to the body shop and have them quote me. And once that's done, we'll see where we stand. If I get a roller, I get a roller. And I couldn't pass up the Camry, because the Camry was $500. I mean, come on. Sure, I have to put maybe $200 to $300 in it, but $500 car, you can't just pass up. And I'm looking at rollers right now, and I'm looking at like $500 for a roller. It's not going to be that bad. Well, see you next video, and sorry for my late posting. It's just everything's been going around bad. So, thank you guys for continuing to subscribe to me. You guys have a good day, and be savage.